Good morning, YouTube world. It's finally fit at 40. Doing a check-in. I believe it's been somewhere about 2.5 months since my surgery. And just my stats right now, I am down 4 sizes. I've lost 58 pounds, and I'm still only losing about 2.5 pounds a week, which I'm okay with because my sizes are coming down and I'm not doing a lot of exercise, so I figured if I was going to do more exercise, I'd probably lose a little bit more weight. But you know, there is the real world and there's the work world and having to just live every day. Most recently, I have had some chocolate cravings, so my sweet tolerance has come down a little bit, where I can tolerate more sweet things. I haven't craved a lot of the foods that got me to an obese status. But I am finding some things that I do like and that will cure that little sweet tooth. So I just want to share a couple of those things as well as eating out. That's something that I've recently started to do besides my cruises that I go on. One of my sweet things that I really like is this by Skinny Cow. It's called Dreamy Clusters. And they come with a bit of a caution, at least for me anyways. Now, I've never gotten sick on any food I've eaten, and I've pretty much eaten anything that I've kind of wanted. It's probably not good to say that, but without the sweets and stuff, you know, regular food. And I haven't gotten sick. What I did notice with these, and there's a couple different varieties. There's other Skinny Cow ones. There's like little wafer ones. And the wafer ones, I think, are 110 calories per little bar. These, I think, are 120 calories per pack, and there's 5 little clusters in the pack, and they're little. They're like little. But they're caramel, chocolate, and some of those Rice crispy things. I can only eat like maybe 2, and I try and only eat maybe 1 pack per day. I've never eaten more than that, but definitely no more than a pack a day. But I usually have 2 at a time, and I can eat maybe 3, but what I've noticed, and this might be part of the whole dumping syndrome, like an onset of it, even though I haven't had that, I do feel my heart races just a little bit. So the first time I thought I was, you know, I'm an overachiever, so I thought I could eat all 5. And I did have that little bit of a side effect. So those people who have had the dumping syndrome, I would only recommend maybe 1 or half of one until you know what it will do. So anyways, eating out. I ate out first time at Olive Garden yesterday, and it was delicious. I had the spaghetti and meatballs, and I had 1 meatball. And then with the soup I had, they call it like the Italian chili or whatever it is. I forget the name of it. But I had a little bit of that, and it was really good. Of course, I missed eating my 2 containers full of breadsticks with a platter of Alfredo, but obviously that's not going to be something that's going to be in my meal plan in the future, and I was okay with that. I enjoyed what I ate. And also, 2 weeks ago, I traveled for a client, so it was my first time really going in and out of an airport and being on the road, which is normally what I do. I'm a traveling consultant. So it was my first time actually having to do that, and I was surprised that our airport system let me through. Now, they did check it. They did some kind of chemical sniff test thing on it, but I was able to go through with a cooler, like a little fabric cooler, and it had the blue gel packs in it, and it had like some cheese sticks. I had some 6-ounce Chobani yogurts in there, and a couple other things that I was surprised that went through. So it was good. I told him, I said, listen, I've had gastric bypass, and I can't eat a lot of the food that you have at the airport, and they let me through. So I did really good, and when I was out with a client, we went to Applebee's, and they had chili there, so I had chili for lunch. So I was really kind of afraid to go out to eat because I was afraid I wouldn't find anything that I could eat with, you know, testing something new, a new type of food. So I've done really well so far. Of course, you have to remember to eat slow. And the other thing I also notice is when I eat out at a restaurant or even here at home, I try and eat things that are not soupy, but something like a chili or that has more liquid. The 2 times where I almost got sick, I was eating just plain chicken breast. And there's 2 foods that, especially after surgery, and I used to love these before surgery, is plain chicken and ham. I don't know what it is about those 2. I think with the chicken, you know, when you have to chew it 15 times, the flavor of it is really gross to me. So I'm not eating as much chicken as I used to. I do enjoy beef still. And I didn't really eat a lot of beef before surgery. I ate more chicken before surgery. I think I ate chicken every day before surgery. So what I'm eating now, I try and eat a variety of food now. I got kind of bored with the same thing over and over again. When I find that I'm not losing a lot of weight because maybe I'm eating too much salt, either I definitely bump up my water intake, try and do 80 to 100 ounces of water a day. And then with the food, sometimes I'm even just doing 2 protein shakes a day. And in my protein shakes, I'll mix a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. I'll blend it with half of a banana in my protein shakes. It's usually a chocolate protein shake, and it's really palatable, and it satisfies me for, you know, my full time that I need to eat between meals. The other kind of guilty pleasures that I've had are little popcorners. They're like little chips with, they're made out of air popped popcorn. They're not really high in protein. They're not really high in calories either. And I usually eat the sea salt ones because I don't have a problem with that. I do enjoy the kettle ones, but I can probably only have 6 or 7 of those. And if I eat too many of those, then I get that, my heart races a little bit for maybe half an hour or so. Again, I don't know that I guess that's part of the dumping syndrome, even though I've not had the actual full dumping syndrome. And then like at night, if I need a snack, I'll have like little cubes of cheese. I usually get those already pre-cut up, so I don't have to cut it up. And either some cantaloupe or probably have like 5 of those little cubes, and some cantaloupe or some popcorners, just something little. I started that habit, and I don't think it's a bad habit. I haven't changed what I'm losing, you know, either way. I kind of got that habit on the cruise, the last cruise I went on a few weeks ago. At night they had in the casino, which I love to gamble, in the casino they had like a 11 o'clock buffet, and they would have, you know, some kind of pastry meat thing, which I would stay away from, but then they would also have cheese and fruit, which of course I love cheese and fruit. So I would have, again, like 5 or 6 little cubes of cheese with maybe a half a cup or so of fruit, and the fruit kind of helps it go down, and that was a big thing on the cruise. The fruit did help the food go down a little bit easier, because I wasn't able to prepare it how I would normally prepare it. I just kind of went to the buffet most of the time. So anyways, that's kind of what I've been eating these past few weeks since I've spoke last about what I've been eating. I'm not advocating eating sweets, but you know, this is the holidays. Christmas is, I think, 3 days away. And you know, you want some of those same things that you used to have. You just know you can't have them. So you have to find other ways to eat them. And what I've also noticed is there's not a lot of sugar-free substitutes out there. They are in a grocery store. You can get some of the Murray snacks and stuff. But you also have to be very careful because usually they're high in fat. And some of them contain the same types of laxative effect that you would get in the dumping syndrome. So you have to be very careful with that. Usually when I indulge, it's like very little. It's like, you know, 2 of those little clusters, and that's it, you know, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because I can't eat much more than that anyways. So anyways, I hope you all in the YouTube world are doing good. I hope that everyone watching my videos can see a little bit of my transformation. I'm starting to see some of my double chin. I have very little of that left, which I'm very excited about because that was the one thing that I absolutely hated. And I pulled up pictures from March, this past March, which was, I don't know, 6 or so months before my surgery. And some friends took it while we were on another cruise, and I was on the beach, and oh my God, I could not believe how I looked. I never felt that I was that big, never. And even now, it's kind of funny. I feel, when I look at pictures, I feel better than I even look now. So the image, my image issues are going to come when hopefully I get down to my goal weight of, say, 145, that I really feel that I look 145 and not, you know, 190 or 200 or so pounds. So we'll see when I get down to that point, but I was shocked at how I looked, and so I can't wait to do this whole journey of the before and after. So now I'm actually feeling it. Again, stats, I'm down 58 pounds, and I'm down 4 sizes, like 3 bra sizes, which just feels really good too. And I'm doing everything that I felt like I couldn't do before. I'm doing all those little things that people that are skinny just don't even think that large people have an issue with. So like even shaving my underarms, I can completely see my underarms now, and you know, it's just kind of those little things as I go through my days. I'm discovering these little things that I couldn't do before that I can do now. So anyways, I've kept this a little longer than I wanted to. Again, I hope all you guys are doing good that are watching the video and that are contemplating gastric bypass. It has been the best decision I've ever made. For myself, it was about time that I put myself first, and I did, and I have not regretted any day. Of course, it's only been 2.5 months, but I've not regretted anything. So anyways, bye for now.